Okay, so I'm almost done putting the paper wherever I want it. I did decide to cover up most of the edge of this bigger netting stuff that I put on. I just wanted to take away from the square. I could have cut it, weird too. And that would have helped, but too late for that. But a project like this, we can change it whenever we feel like it. I think I've got one more piece right up here. We can put on as many layers as we want. And you don't necessarily have to let it dry. But I like to because you get a different effect when it dries out. And these ones I'm just making quite small pieces. And putting them on wherever I think I need them. No rhyme or reason. And once we get around to the painting, you'll really be able to see all these things underneath all the crinkles of the paper and the cheesecloth and whatnot. And we've got more stuff to put on yet as well. So this is not the end yet. It's a nice hot day here today in the sunny Okanagan. Normally I have my fan on, but I turned it off for making the video because it could be a little bit noisy. Okay, we've got that part done. Now I'm going to use some of these eggshells. Now, I didn't panic about getting the membrane out. I watched a couple videos and they really recommended taking the membrane out. But I'm just going to break it into chunks. Kind of however it breaks up is fine. Just going to put it off to the side. Pieces. Because once it gets once you get the paint on there and all the other stuff, everything's held down pretty darn good actually. Let's change sides. I'll put the eggshells over here. Okay, make sure I'm in frame here. I'm going to focus around the eye at the moment. So I'm going to put down some Mod Podge. I'm going to take a piece of the eggshell. I'm just going to set it down. I'm going to take my nail and just push it down. And push all those pieces of the eggshell down into the Mod Podge. And put a little bit of Mod Podge on the top. Now it looks kind of funny now, but that gives such a nice effect once it's painted. And this is just to kind of break it up. Now you can use like any size of pieces of eggshells. I don't think it would matter. Turn this sideways a little bit. I'm not going to put a ton of eggshells on. But I want enough to really get a good effect. And sometimes it looks like the eggshells are going to fall off, but they don't. They stay on there pretty good. So right now I'm focusing mostly around the eyes. And the whole idea with this is to get as many different textures in there. And by pushing the eggshells down, it pushes it into the Mod Podge a lot better. And I got pieces stuck to my finger. I will definitely let it dry after I put the eggshells on for sure. There was a number of people that have done videos about this, and I watched a lot of videos, and I will try to link some of them below. Okay, so we've got that around the eye. Now I am going to put some a little further away, but I want most of it around the eye because that's what I want people to focus on, is the eye itself. Get some more Mod Podge here. Let's move all this into a little more of a spot where you can see it good. I tried using bigger pieces of eggshell, but it really didn't work very good. So now I'm going to start going a little further away from the eye, but I still want a fair bit on there. And if I get too big of a piece, I'll break it up a little bit. Yeah, to do the eggshells, I just washed them in really hot water, left them to dry, and then pulled the membranes out what I could. I know different people do that different ways. So it's whatever way. Some people said that if you don't get that membrane out, then it will flake off, which I could see that happening. But by the time you seal it in there with all the paint and all that stuff, can't see that it would actually fall off. And if it ends up upside down on there, that's okay too, because it gets painted all one color anyways. Well, not one color, but I'm going to paint it all. But I had tried a little piece without eggshells, and it did look better with the eggshells. Or if a person could find something that would have the same similar effect. just going to put some eggshells on some of the spots that seem a little flat and bare. Getting into a little too much Mod Podge. Sometimes more is not better. Okay. I don't think I'm going to do any eggshells on the back side of it. I think I want those kind of focused around the eye. Let's see, I want a few more pieces. If I get pieces of the eggshell that has the membrane on it, I will pull the membrane off a little bit if it's just kind of hanging there or something. And by breaking up that eggshell too, it kind of makes it look more scaly. I haven't decided what kind of closure I'm putting on this journal. I'll probably do some kind of strap just wrapped around it. I would love to know how many of you have made a dragon journal. Got major glue stuck to my finger. Okay, I don't want to put too much more. I keep saying that and then I keep putting more on. But at some point I'm going to have to stop. There's one lady, I want to say it's like Bella Crafts or something like that. She does some awesome dragon journals. She's one of the ones that uses the eggshells. Okay. So what do you think? Is that enough eggshells? Should I keep going? Okay. Okay, that's way more eggshells than I had planned. But I think it's gonna look good. Okay, let's stop before we get carried away. So we're definitely gonna let this dry for a while. And I know you can't really see the texture as of yet. The main texture came out after I added that coppery stuff to the top. So we're going to let this dry, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do the next part. See you soon. Okay, the eggshell layer is dried and it's looking really good. We got lots of texture going on. I'm liking how it is so far. Like I say, the true all the texture really comes out after we paint it. So we're going to leave it at this for now, and we will start the painting in part number 2. And I hope this part is not too long. I had to do it in bits and pieces because waiting for stuff to dry, etc. So I hope you like it so far, and we'll see you in part 2. Bye.